What if I told you that you could live an amazing life for way, way less than what you're spending right now? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. We're counting down the 25 cheapest countries on the entire planet based on everyday living costs. And I'm not talking about just, skipping a few lattes here and there. We're talking about a whole different reality where your budget could mean new adventures, way less stress about money, or heck, maybe even retiring early. It's really all about perspective, isn't it?
So get ready, because we're about to take a trip around the globe, counting down from number 25 all the way to the single most affordable country in the world. And believe me, some of the countries on this list and where they land are definitely going to surprise you.
All right, first up, we have what I'm calling the contenders. We're going to fly through ranks 25 down to 11 to set the stage for our top 10. Let's dive right in.
Kicking things off at number 25, we've got Iraq. It makes the list because prices for everyday goods and services are just incredibly low.
Sliding in at number 24 is Algeria. A huge factor here? The government heavily subsidizes things like housing and utilities, which pulls the cost of living way down. In the 23rd spot, it's Kazakhstan. Think super affordable public transportation and really low food costs. That combo helps it rank high on our list.
Next up, at number 22, is Tajikistan. Here, it's all about the local produce. It's so cheap that your daily grocery bills would be some of the lowest in the world.
Coming in at number 21, we have Ukraine. Its position here really reflects the economic situation inside the country, which has resulted in very low consumer prices compared to the rest of the world.
And we're breaking into the top 20 with Vietnam. This one's a longtime favorite for anyone on a budget, and for good reason. Famous for its ridiculously cheap street food and a super low-cost rental market.
Let's head over to West Africa for number 19, Nigeria. This is all driven by low costs for local services and a really competitive market for all the basic stuff you need.
At number 18, it's Kyrgyzstan. This country is pretty much a fixture on lists like this because of a powerful one-two punch: affordable food and incredibly low rent for apartments.
Over in South America for number 17, we find Bolivia. Its affordability really comes from having some of the cheapest prices on the entire continent for things like eating out and getting around on public transit.
And at number 16 is Uganda, often called the Pearl of Africa. Here, the cost of fresh food and local labor is just exceptionally low. Cracking the top 15, we have Belarus. It's a country where the government actually regulates the price on a lot of essential goods, which keeps the cost of living consistently down.
Just ahead at number 14 is Uzbekistan. This place is known for having one of the world's absolute cheapest taxi and public transport systems. That's a huge factor in its ranking.
At number 13, the giant archipelago of Indonesia. Yeah, the big tourist spots can get a little pricey, but overall the cost of living stays low, especially when you look at rent and local food.
We are getting so close to the top 10. Snagging the 12th spot is Tanzania, where affordable local markets and really cheap domestic travel options are the name of the game.
And just missing out on the top 10 at number 11 is Syria. The country's ongoing economic situation means consumer prices are extremely low, placing it very high on this particular list. Okay, take a breath. We have officially made it inside the top 10. So let's slow things down a bit and really look at these last contenders. Kicking it off in South America, Paraguay is at number 10. Then we jump over to Asia with Nepal at 9, followed by Iran at 8. Off the coast of Africa, the incredible island of Madagascar is number 7. Then it's back to Asia for Bangladesh in the 6th spot. And as we break into that coveted top 5, we find Egypt, with Afghanistan just missing a medal at number 4.
And now, this is it, the podium finish. We've come all the way from number 25, and now only 3 countries are left. Let's find out who's taking home the medals for being the most affordable places on Earth.
In third place, taking home the bronze medal for affordability is
India, a massive, vibrant country where you can find some of the planet's most affordable food, regional transport, and housing. All that makes it the 3rd cheapest place to live on our list.
And then there were 2. So, who gets the silver? The 2nd most affordable country on the entire planet is Pakistan. It secures its spot as the runner-up thanks to extremely low rent costs and just a huge availability of inexpensive consumer goods.
And now for that number 1 spot, the absolute cheapest country in the world to live in, based purely on the data for day-to-day costs, is Libya.
So after that whole countdown, you might be asking yourself, wait, what does cheapest actually mean here? And that's a super important question. This whole list is based on data from a site called Numbeo, and specifically their cost of living index. Now, what that index does is compare the prices of consumer goods. You know, groceries, restaurants, transportation, utilities. It's a great snapshot of your day-to-day spending, but it's really important to remember that's the only thing we've been looking at.
At the end of the day, this data is just a starting point, right? It shows us where our money can stretch the furthest, but it absolutely doesn't tell the whole story. Affordability is just one piece of a giant puzzle. What about culture, safety, community, job opportunities? Those are the things that really turn a place into a home.